We are back with Neph, and we are here to discuss his newest piece that we just created, Destruction. Yeah. Neph, why don't you go ahead and explain to us kind of what Destruction is all about?
The character Destruction basically is supposed to be, he's supposed to be the protagonist of my series, so it's supposed to basically reflect what the Vice are about. So the protagonist being the rebellion, they are represented by destruction, preservation, and creation. Destruction being my mainstay because that's the one that I most identify with, breaking down what you understand and what's around you and the things that influence you and everything that puts in that brings you to the state of being what you are at the point of epiphany where you're creating something new and taking it and destroying it and making something new from what you understand of it. So taking everything you understand, challenging everything you understand, trying to find out if it stands the test of time in order to do something even greater. So that's essentially what the character Destruction is about. And it's kind of reflected in the design itself, the kind of contradiction of fear and destruction, fear being, in complete control of his environment, destruction not being in complete control of his environment, represented by the two crowns, one broken, one being unbroken, and then destruction being more aware of his environment, whereas fear is aware of his environment but much more disjointed in what his environment is supposed to be about, what his environment is supposed to represent.
As far as your work in general, last time we kind of talked about like where you pull influence from. How important is it to have influence and to work with other artists and creators in order to expand what you do?
It's actually, and I've been learning as of late, it's even more important than people would even realize because when you're creating something new, Pablo Picasso said it best, the greatest thieves in the world are artists, because what we do is we take bits and pieces from everything around us, whether it be nature, whether it be industry, whether it be, science, mathematics, photography, live action, anything. We take the nuances and details of all of those things to create something new. And so to deprive yourself of that influence from other artists, from other creatives, and from other content creators, actually just does yourself a disservice because it keeps you separated from the world in the wrong way. There is a time where you need to draw the line and just pure mimicry and doing something all new and that's fresh and something that's gonna breathe new life into a subject or into an idea or be authentically you. But before that, you need to understand what are the things that I cherish as far as aesthetic goes. What are the details that I look for when I'm trying to create something, or when I'm appreciating something? What is it that draws me to it? If I understand that more, then I can do more in regards to what it actually is.
So what do you currently have working on? I know you have started a couple of channels, just trying to get your work out there. What is it that drives you to want to do this rather than just have a 9 to 5 because that's what life is?
Well, it might seem a little bit simple, but I can't fathom the idea of living on somebody else's time. Me working at a company, me working at a job, all I'm doing is making millions and millions of dollars for somebody else. If I work in retail and I gross, $10,000, $11,000 worth of sales by myself in the course of a month's time. That's $10,000, $11,000 that I made for somebody else when they only paid me $500 to $600 to do for every 2 weeks. So I might at most get $1,200 for what that much, and that's all that's all boiled down to smaller costs for a business, because okay, yeah, they might have paid me $1,200, but they might have only paid like $5,000 for the product itself, because their profit margin is usually they're trying to make about 40% and up in regards to profit for their business. So they find any and every way to cut costs on everything, and we as employees end up getting shorted on it. I mean, it's not just that. Even if I did have a place of employment that paid me what I felt was just, it felt like was right, and they treated me right and everything, I know that people are people. At some point, people have differing opinions, differences in thought process, choices, and all of that can cause issues over the long term. It can cause people to grow apart, or it'll cause people to make decisions based on one thing where you would have made it based on another thing, and then that just brings an entirely new level of drama to the situation that's completely unnecessary. So it's more than just my love of art that drives me to be an artist or try to do art full time. It's more so a desperation to not live on somebody else's time and on somebody else's dime, and not feel like every step that I take and every thought that I make has to be, filtered through X amount of avenues in order for me to do the things that I feel like are important in my life without it causing issues.
Right. And so if somebody wants to view your work or get in contact with you, where can they do that at?
To view the work that I have up, you can see it at Instagram.com /NephTheKid, or my website, IamJamesJohnson.com. That is IamJaymes Johnson.com. And then if you wanted to contact me for purchases, inquiries, or anything of that nature, you can contact me at IamJamesJohnson@gmail.com, spelled exactly as my website URL.
Perfect. And if there's anything you want to leave people with as far as pursuing their passions or just doing what they have to do, what would you like to say?
The biggest thing I would have to say is, no matter what it is that you're trying to accomplish, no matter what it is that you're trying to do, make sure that the people that are around you and the people that you're allowing into your vision or allowing to see your vision can understand where you're coming from, or understand your goals, and understand that for you to make it, they need to also be a part of what you're trying to do, because you can't do it alone. Ultimately, you have to make the steps by yourself, you have to put things into motion by yourself, but no matter what you do, you can't have an empire built on one person, because we're all only human. There's only so much we can do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're excited to get your new piece out there, and we'll catch you around.